now.
All right, let's bring in Bruce Klingner. He's the CIA official under the George H.W. Bush administration. Bruce, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You know, we were curious what it was like to serve under a president who also had your job, and many others, arguably the best prepared president in history.
Exactly. We knew that he, having been the director of Central Intelligence, was an avid and very skilled consumer of intelligence. He would know the capabilities as well as the limitations of intelligence, and there was always a very strong confidence that he would never politicize the intelligence, having been in the intelligence community for a short time himself. So, you know, his professionalism, his expertise, his lifelong service really did make him, I think, perhaps the best prepared president we've had.
And he never claimed credit. You know, Bruce, you know, he was there for the fall of the Berlin Wall, and you didn't see this big speech, patting himself on the back. He was humble.
Right. You know, and when we look back now, it seems like the collapse of the Soviet Union, the unification of Germany, the arms control treaties were easy, that they were predetermined, preordained. It was a very tumultuous time, and it was not a guarantee that all of those would be successful, as well as his stewardship of the Gulf War. So it really was very good to have a calm and cool-headed hand on the tiller on the ship of state at that time.
And you talk of the Cold War, the Gulf War, and we spoke about the reunification of Germany, just some of his foreign policy achievements. Let's also talk a little bit about the economy. Many would say that he set the stage for the economic boom that we saw in the 1990s.
Right, and you know, those of us at the agency were focused on foreign policy, but certainly on the domestic side, he also had a very good stewardship of the economy. And I think the fact that he had worked so hard over the years to develop such strong relationships, not only with foreign leaders, but also across, you know, the political aisle, it served him well during his presidency. And as we look at, you know, the very divisive political environment we're experiencing now, I think we look back with fondness at a time when all the parties and both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue would work together really in the interests of America. And I think we look back with poignancy and a bit of envy at that time back then.
Yeah, as Karl Rove wrote in the Wall Street Journal, Bush was the last of the greatest generation to serve in the Oval Office. Bruce, thank you for your stories today and your perspective.
All right.